Natural order restored? How about no order? How about the order is fucking best of the rest? Wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest Edinburgh derby, guys. It's finished at Easter Road. Hibernian 0, Hearts 0. I mean, it was a lively game. It was entertaining, I guess, but in terms of quality, the quality wasn't really there. But I mean, as usual, you know, the players seemed up for it. They tried, I guess they tried. An A for effort, but certainly not an A for performances or an A for quality or anything like that. And it's the second time this season that the Edinburgh Derby has finished 0-0. Is there any chance we can see some goals? For God's sake, there's like a drought for goals in the Edinburgh Derby, just like there's a drought in the Rangers' finances. There's a fucking drought when it comes to goals in Edinburgh in these fixtures. I don't know why we can't seem to score. I mean, nobody could seem to score the day. Not that there was a shitload of chances, but still, even the strikers. I mean, it wasn't a good day for the strikers. Boyce was really. Every time there's a big game, Boyce just doesn't show up. And Nisbet, Kevin Nisbet, I don't know how he's still getting in the Hibs team. He should be dropped on today's performances. Fucking should be dropped on his head more like. But yeah, I can't see this guy getting a Scotland call-up anytime soon. He was dreadful for me. Worst player on the park. Speaking of Nisbet then, first chance fell to him. Into the box, you know, a minute in. Good opportunity. He takes a shot and it lands closer to the corner flag. That pretty much summed up Nisbet's game. So, pish for him. Third minute in, Hayes was away, it looked promising. Benny tracks back, makes a great tackle. I thought Benny started the game brilliantly, but unfortunately, the longer it went on, the more mistakes seemed to creep into his game. Speaking of Benny, a couple minutes later, great lofted through ball. I mean, just cuts open the Hibs defence. It was like in FIFA when you just hold down LB and hit triangle. That's what this was. Lovely lofted through ball. Through to Devlin, who took a great first touch, chests it down, and then it's like the two, there's like this is like a 3-goal combination here. You've got the pass, the touch, and the finish. And the pass and the touch are the two hardest parts, and we do them fine. Benny with the pass to Devlin, Devlin with the first touch. You think it's going to be a simple, you know, ball into the net, man, but nah, he can't finish it. Again, getting nowhere near the target. Very frustrating. With a good block for Kingsley when it looked like Hibs had a chance to score. Stevenson gave away the first yellow card with a couple of free kicks. The defending first was non-existent first half. Every time Hibs had a free kick or whipped the ball into the box, you thought it was going to end up with a Hibs man winning the header, and the majority of the times it did. The first free kick, Doidge headed it down to Nisbet, and he hit the post for 2 yards out. So Nisbet 2 yards out, still couldn't score, albeit he was offside, but still, just, you know, not good for Nisbet. Caden was very troublesome for us down the right hand side. We couldn't really deal with him. Andy Halliday did not have his greatest game in a Hearts shirt. He actually wiped Caden out with about 15 minutes gone in the game. Picked up a yellow card for that. But Caden was very good attacking. He was a threat, always getting down that right hand side, crossing good balls into the box, and probably the best player in the first half by quite a clear margin, if we're being honest. Second free kick for Hibs. Again, ball into the box. This time it was Porteous that won the header. He put it into the back of the net, but thankfully for us, again, another offside. But, I mean, the marking here, defensively, we just could not seem to defend. And I don't know why. Sibic didn't have the greatest first half. No one did, really, in the Hearts defence. I thought Halliday was poor. The first half in general wasn't good. Then we get Stevenson. He just bashes straight into Sims. About 20 minutes gone. He just comes over and barges straight into Sims in the box. I've seen these penalties given, but it wasn't given the day. Of course, Robbie Nielsen complained. This resulted in a yellow card for Robbie Nielsen. I'm not surprised. I mean, Nielsen should probably just start matches now every day. Every game he should probably just start on a yellow card, because, I mean, the refs have it in for him every time. He can't complain. He can't question decisions. He can't do anything. He can't fucking breathe without getting a yellow card. So yeah, Robbie Nielsen picks up a booking. With Atkinson down the right hand side, he had half an hour in, he started to get more into the game. Hit a good cross into the 6-yard box. Boyce was nowhere to be seen. Pretty much like the whole game, Boyce was nowhere to be seen. Speaking of Boyce, Forced a decent save after Dabrowski, 43 minutes in. That's the first time Dabrowski, I think, even had to make a save in the match. And then Devlin, just before half-time, tried to find top bins, curled away though at the last moment. Half-time, I mean, Hibs was a better team, although you felt like the longer the first half went, the more we got into the game. And if that was going to be a signs to come, then we should be the better team in the second half. And the better team in the second half, guys, we were. We started playing better. Mackay played through Sims early on. Sims hit it straight at Dabrowski. I mean, he should probably do better. It's a decent save for Dabrowski, but Sims, if he goes either side of him, he could score, but he didn't. 55 minutes in, a couple minutes later, Moore goes for a big long ball forward. It takes a deflection. You could not ask for a nicer deflection. The ball lands straight into the path of Sims, who again tries to score, but this time it's Dabrowski with another save. Although I think it may have took a slight deflection on his way through, but either way, could Sims have done better? I think so. Atkinson, our mark, gets kneed in the face by Dimitri Mitchell, and for some reason this is a free kick to Hibs. I don't know why. Cammy Devlin runs and puts the ball back where the original foul happened, even though it wasn't a foul, but he puts the ball there, and then the goalkeeper Dabrowski moves the ball up about 10 yards, and the referee didn't do nothing, so the referee just giving Hibs a free 10 yards. Then after that, 71st minute with Sims, he burst into the box. Pace, good pace, left the Hibs defence for dead, but again, forced another save for Dabrowski. Instead of putting the ball in the back of the net, it was Dabrowski making the save and saving his team. And Dabrowski, for a guy that had pretty much nothing to do in the first half, he had quite a lot to do in the second half, and was definitely, in my opinion, at the end, the best player in the game. 74th minute, ball got through to Nisbet after Sibic gave the ball away. Or no, it was Boyce actually. Don't worry, Sibic was the one that I think put Nisbet off. I apologise. Boyce, again, on the attack, just passed the ball away, man. Poor, very poor. And it was a save by, this time by Gordon, but Sibic got a touch on it, which took all the momentum out the shot. And I mean, I could have saved this, so I'm not going to give Craig Gordon credit for saving it. Then, about 6 minutes of time, we get an indirect free kick after a pass back to the keeper. Keeper Dabrowski picks it up. Obviously, totally forgot about you can't touch it with your horns, you can't pick it up after a pass back. He picked it up anyway. We get the free kick, laid it off, shot was blocked, arguably hit Lewis Stevenson in the hand. Did we get the penalty? No, we didn't. So, not surprised at this stage, really not surprised. Then Hibs broke down with a chance. I think it may have been, was it Newell? I think it was Newell who hit the shot. It got past Craig Gordon, but Sibic was on the line to defend it. Sibic cleared it off the line. Craig Gordon went up and gave him a big hug, which was nice to see. And I thank God that goal didn't go in, because it would have been so unfair based on the second half performance, because we actually played well in the second half and Hibs didn't. Hibs were hanging on. We had 6 minutes added on time, but I mean, nothing really happened. Ben Woodburn came on with not long to go, and every time he got the ball, he just gave away possession, wasted possession. We had a chance to counter late on, and he just gave the ball away. Poor, very poor. And that was it. Even though we dominated the second half, it was Hibs who probably, with the last 5 minutes, actually looked more likely to get that winning goal. So I'm glad they didn't. I mean, it's a clean sheet away from home. It's not a bad result at Easter Road. But I feel like based on the second half, we deserved the win. Didn't get the win. Finished Hibs 0, Hearts 0. Sucks, but lived to fight another day. At least we didn't lose, you know. At least this 12-point gap remains in the table. But yeah, it would have been nice to have won. I think based on the second half performance, we did deserve to win. But Dabrowski was really good in the Hibs net. So we thought maybe, you know, Macy not being in there, maybe it was a good thing, but in the end it looks like you probably would have rather Matt Macy in there, because Dabrowski had a solid game, unfortunately for us. Anyway, guys, that's it for the match review. Not a classic by any means, but entertaining, you know, entertaining, lively, but not a great game. Not a great game at all. I'll do player ratings later on tonight, but for now, that's it for the match review. Let us know what your thoughts were down below. Leave a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, we've had 2 Edinburgh derbies this season, and it's been 180 minutes without a goal. Something has to change. Hopefully we'll get them next time, but until then, peace.